What's up? David here. Today I want to talk to you about trusting. Trusting in events as they unfold, trusting in life, trusting in the universe, whatever you want to call it, right? Just trusting. Trusting that life is happening for you, not to you. And I guess I can give you some examples of this by telling you little stories. So I'll tell you a little story of me back in the day when I was like 20 years old. And it was like, I was almost turning 21, and in California, that's like the legal age of drinking. And right before I turned 21, I actually went out to go drink, pretty much illegally. I went out to go drink, and I drank a lot of beers and like some hard liquor and all that stuff, right? I got really, really drunk. And I don't quite remember how it went about because I was that drunk, but I ended up driving my car, and I ended up getting a DUI. DUI means driving under the influence. And that event, it was a very traumatic event for me. Because in the state of California, if you don't have a car, you really can't get around anywhere. And I had to go to school, I had classes to go to, and like I had to have like friends drive me around pretty much. And it was a traumatic event because I also had to pay fees. I also had to spend like a night in jail. I had to go to these DUI classes that I really hated, and I had to pay for it, you know what I mean? So it was during that time, as I was experiencing it, it was something that was very, very negative for me. I was very stressful. I thought, oh gosh, why is this happening to me? Why did I get a DUI and everything, right? But later on, I realized that happened to me for a reason. Call it life, call it, I don't know, the universe, whatever it is. But that was in place. Those events were in place for me to experience so that I learned my lesson. Because here's the thing. Before that, before I got the DUI, I was drinking and driving all the time. Like I was drinking and driving pretty much every single week. Okay, and it was kind of like life telling me, yo, David, you gotta stop doing this. And it's kind of like life showing me that there is a different route to take, or like this isn't the way, right, pretty much. Because here's the thing, if I kept on driving drunk, like what would have happened if I kept driving drunk? And maybe something worse could have happened. And maybe getting a DUI was like the least possible thing that could have happened to me. Least possible bad thing that could have happened to me, because that helped me to learn the lesson. So what I'm trying to say is we need to keep our eyes open to these lessons that life is throwing at us, or like the universe or whatever it is that is throwing at us, right? And we just have to open up our eyes and to learn these lessons, because when you don't learn these lessons, you're gonna experience that these lessons are gonna come over and over and over and over again until you get the freaking lesson. And this is what I had to experience with that DUI story. And I'm really appreciative that I got that. I actually am, because I hear stories about other people, how they were driving drunk and then they accidentally hit somebody, and they end up in jail for like manslaughter. And with that perspective, it gets me into appreciation for what may seem like a negative event at the time, but looking back in retrospect, it was something that I was really grateful for. It's like, I'm glad I got that DUI. I'm glad I learned that lesson, or else maybe I would have been driving, drunk even to this day. Who knows? I mean, I don't drink anymore, but who knows what would have happened like in the future? Maybe I would have ended up being in jail by accidentally hitting someone when I was under the influence, right? So, trust in life. Trust that life is happening for you, not to you. And sometimes you might be going through like traumatic experiences, some negative experiences. I don't know, another one could be like a breakup. But you just gotta trust that it's all gonna be okay. And here's the thing. Trust doesn't mean to ignore these lessons, but trust means to learn from these lessons so that they don't happen next time, to grow from it, right? It's like kind of like evolutionary psychology. To use these lessons as learning points to grow, to get stronger from them. And looking back on like my breakups and stuff like that, in the time, I'm pretty sure you can resonate with this. During the time of the breakup, it feels so horrible. It feels so negative. It feels like, oh, my life is over. My heart is broken into a million pieces. But then like a few years down the line, it's like, God, I'm so glad that breakup happened, Like that relationship would have been so cheesy if I stayed in it. I'm so glad that it happened. And I've become so much stronger emotionally because it happened. So you're actually grateful for those events. So that is it. Just remember that to learn the lessons and to trust that life is happening for you, not to you. The universe will give you what you need, not necessarily what you want. Well, it kind of will give you what you want, but not in the way that you want. All right? And in retrospect, you're gonna see that it all happened for a reason. So that's it for this video. I hope you found value out of this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace, peace.